Hello. Okay, so it is Wednesday, and we're rocking and rolling December already. Since I'm not there, we're going to go back to a paper packet, so you won't need your Springboard book for the rest of the December. So don't worry about bringing it back to school. If I was there, we would have done the lesson in Springboard, but since I'm not, this is going to make things easier for us and for me being away. And then when I get back, we'll just keep rolling with this unit and take this test instead of taking the Springboard test. So, yeah, I know that you guys want to have your quiz grades like that quick, but give me a second to get things figured out and get those posted, and I will update your grades ASAP as soon as I can. But y'all are going to have to show some grace because you know that I have 3 little kids at my house. So, anywho's. Alright, so we are going to be in a paper packet today. If you are in class, your substitute will have it for you. If you are at home, you would need to either print this or figure out a way how to get this done. I guess some of you could use Kami if you wanted to, but again, you need to be showing all of your work. Okay, don't shortcut it at all. Okay? Okay, alright, so you should have your packet from your substitute. If not, pause this video and get your packet. This is the first page. This is a page that you're going to want to keep. Make sure you've got it this whole time because it's going to be something that you can reference. And it's telling us, it says the sum of the degrees of any polygon can be determined by the number of triangles that can be drawn within a polygon. Complete the table below and look at the pattern to find the sum of the degrees of any polygon. So one triangle has 3 sides. There's 1 triangle, and the sum of the interior angles is 180 degrees. You should know that by heart. That's what we've been doing. Then the next one, the quadrilateral, has 4 sides. It's got 2 triangles. It has 360 degrees. 180 plus 180 is 360. Then number of sides, 5 for a pentagon. It has 3 triangles. What's 180 plus 180 plus 180? I think it's 540. So you can see that the number of sides is increasing by 1 each time. The number of triangles is increasing by 1. And your sum is increasing by 180. So, copy this down. Press pause. Copy that down. This is your table. You need this. Press pause. Okay. Now, these are your formulas that you're going to be using. N represents the number of sides of a polygon. So if it has 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, 6 sides, you plug that in, and then this is going to give you the sum of the interior angles. The sum of the interior angles is your S. Now, vice versa, if you're looking for the degree of the interior angle of a regular polygon, now it does have to be regular polygon, which means all sides are equal, then all angles are equal. That's what makes it a regular polygon. You'll take the sum of the interior angles and you will divide the number of sides. So again, press pause, copy this down. This is kind of like your reference sheet. Once you have that copied, press play. We'll keep going. Uh-oh. No, that's right. All right, here we go. So the first problem up here, number 1, says find the sum of the interior angles of a 15 gon. So we're going to be using the formula S equals N minus 2 times 180. Okay, so in this one, if it's a 15 gon, that means it has 15 sides. So I'm going to do 15 minus 2 times 180. That's going to be 13 times 180. If you don't know that in your head, get you a calculator. It's going to be 2,340 degrees. Okay, 21. Same thing. S equals 21 minus 2 times 180. 21 is Miss Cole's favorite number. You're going to need that at some point this year. 19 times 180. Get your calculator out. 3,420. Okay? What is the measure of the interior angles of a regular pentagon? So how many sides does a pentagon have? If you don't know, flip back to your reference sheet. A pentagon has 5 sides. Always think about the pentagon in DC. So that has 5 sides, so I'm looking for the interior angle this time. So I need to figure out the total degrees. So I'm going to do that doing the sum equals 5 minus 2 times 180. 3 times 180 equals 540. That's the total degrees. But I want to know what each interior angle is, so then I would just divide that by 5 because a pentagon is going to have 5 angles. 540 divided by 5 is 108 degrees. Okay, same thing over here. What is the measure of each interior angle of a regular 18-agon? When they say regular, that means that we can use these formulas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what the sum is. So the sum is going to be 18 minus 2 times 180. That's 16 times 180. 16 times 180 is 2,880. Now I want to figure out what each of those is. So I've got 2,880. I'm going to divide that by the total number of sides, which is 18. So that gives me 160 degrees. So each angle on the inside is going to be 160 degrees. Cool, got it. All right, so now the exterior angles sum. Exterior angles are always supplementary, which remember supplementary means that they are a total of 180 degrees to their adjacent interior angle. On the polygons below, find the measure of each exterior angle along with the sum of the exterior angles. All right, so we have a triangle, and they want us to identify each of those. So you're going to do 180 minus 79. 180 minus 79 is 101. Okay, then I'm going to do 180 minus 40. That's 140. Then I'm going to do 180 minus 61. That gives me 119. Well, now they want to know the sum. So 119, 101, 140. Okay, if I add all of the exterior angles together, that gives me 360 degrees. Okay, I'd like for you to press pause right now, and I want you to do the remainder by yourself, and then we will check those. So press pause, do the remainder. All right, so here is our answers. This one is 56, 104, 91, 109. The sum is 360. This one is 82, 59, 93, 50, and 76. The sum is 360. This one, 51, 56, 68, 71, 63, 65. The sum is 360. So what can we conclude? The sum of the external angles of any polygon is 360 degrees. So no matter what type of polygon it is, the external angles will always have a sum of 360. That will always be the case for the external angles, and remember they are always supplementary. So the angle that's inside plus the exterior is going to equal 180. All right, so now let's apply what we know with number 5. Again, you're taking all of these notes. Mine's blank right here, but we just took those. Go back, press pause if you need to, copy it down. Your notes should be completely filled. All right, so here we go. Number 5. Number 5 says, what is the measure of each external angle of a regular hexagon? Okay, how many sides does a hexagon have? I think it's 7. I actually don't know. Shocker. A hexagon has 6 sides. Well, there's that. Who knew? 6 sides. So you know that the external sum is going to be 360. You divide that by the number of sides. You know it's going to be the same for each angle because it's regular, which means all of the interior angles are going to be exactly the same. So 360 divided by 6 is 60 degrees. Each of those is going to be 60 degrees. What is the measure of each external angle of a regular 24-gon? Okay, so again, the sum is going to be 360. I'm going to divide that by 24. It's regular. They're all going to be the same. So that's going to be 15 degrees. Okay, number 7. If the external angle of a regular polygon measures 12 degrees, so this is the exterior angle, how many sides does the polygon have? Well, when you're doing this, remember you're taking the 360 and you're dividing it by the number of sides. That is what gives you the exterior angle. Okay, well with this one, we don't know the number of sides, so that is my unknown. I do not know the number of sides, but I know that it equals 12. Okay, well what we can do right here, you guys, let me explain the math to you. Okay, if we're going to be doing this, what we can do to simplify things is put this 12 over 1, and then we can cross multiply. So x times 12, we're cross multiplying there, that's going to be 12x. 360 times 1, that's going to be 360. Then we can divide by 12 on both sides. So x equals 30. There's 30 sides to that pentagon. Or not that pentagon, I'm sorry, to that polygon. Okay, so the polygon has 30 sides. It says if the exterior angle of a regular polygon measures 40 degrees, so that's the exterior angle. Again, you do not know the number of sides. It's unknown. You know it's going to be 360. You just don't know what to divide it by, but you know it's going to equal 40. So again, we can cross multiply. 40x equals 360. Then we can divide by 40. Divide by 40. So x equals 9. 9 sides. Okay, that's the ugly 9, but it is a 9. 9 sides. All right. Okay. Now, next page kind of puts it all together for you. So press pause, copy that down. This is your sum. Okay, gives you that sum of the interior angles. This is how you find each interior angle. Take the sum, divide by the number of sides. The sum of the exterior angles is always 360. There's no question about that. The exterior angle of a regular polygon, you take that 360, you divide by n, that's going to give you that. And then it says the number of sides of a regular polygon, you can just take that 360, divide by the exterior angle, and that's going to give you the sides. So those are your formulas that you can use to help with the practice problems that we are about to do. All right, so number 1, what is the sum? So we're looking for the sum of the measures of the interior angles of the polygon. So we're going to be using this first one, the sum of the interior angles. So that's going to be S equals, how many sides does a pentagon have? 5 minus 2 times 180. That's 3 times 180, which is going to be 540. Some of these you're going to memorize, okay, but I still need to see the work. I cannot see into your head, so you've got to show the work for me. Again, the sum of the interior angle of a 27gon. So the sum equals 27 minus 2 times 180. That's 25 times 180, which is going to give me 4,500 degrees. What is the measure of each interior angle of a regular octagon? So that's got 8 sides. We want to know the interior angle. Well, before we can know the interior angle, we have to know the sum. Once we know the sum, then we can divide it by the number of sides. So the sum is going to be 8 minus 2 times 180. 6 times 180 is 1,080. So I'm going to take the 1,080, divide that by 8, and that's going to give me each angle, which is 135. Okay? For a 20gon, press pause. See if you can do this one by yourself. Then come back and check. So you got to find the sum. It's 20 minus 2 times 180. 18 times 180 equals 3,240. You take that sum, you divide it by the number of sides, which is 20, and that's going to give me 162 degrees. Okay. All right, now number 5, it says the angle of a regular hexagon, remember that has 6 sides, measures all of those degrees. What is the measure of the 6th angle? Well, that's easy to find. We just have to figure out what the sum of a hexagon is. Well, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to use my reference sheet, which you can use too. Because we have that reference sheet, we might as well be using it. A hexagon has a total of 720 degrees. So total of 720 degrees. Then we need to add those all up. So grab you a calculator and add those up. And that is going to give us a sum of 586. So then we simply subtract those 2 degrees and it gives us 134 degrees. Okay? The sum of the interior angle of a polygon is 1620. How many sides does that polygon have? So this is the sum. Okay? So we can use our sum formula. The sum equals n minus 2 times 180. Well, we know the sum is 1,620. And we can work backwards. Instead of multiplying by 180, I'm going to divide by 180. So 1620 divided by 180 is going to give me 9. 9 equals n minus 2. Instead of subtracting 2, I'm going to do the opposite operation, which is add 2 to both sides. So 9 plus 2 is 11. The number of sides is 11. Okay? The sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 3,960. How many sides? Again, we're doing the same thing. 3,960 equals n minus 2 times 180. First step, divide both sides by 180. Use a calculator to figure that out. It's going to be 22 equals n minus 2. I'm going to add 2 to both sides, so that's going to be a 24 gon. Okay, it has 24 sides. Next up, number 8. What is the sum of the measure of the exterior angle of a non-gon? So it doesn't matter what kind of gon it is, the sum of exterior angles is always going to be 360 degrees. It could be of any of the gons, non-gon, 24 gon, 100 gon. It doesn't matter. The exterior angle is going to be 360. It says, what is the measure of each? This is each exterior angle of a regular 20 gon. So you're going to take the total, the 360, and you're going to divide that by the number of sides, which is 20. 360 divided by 20 is 18 degrees. Okay? All right. Number 10. Number 10, it says, if the exterior angle of a regular polygon is 9 degrees, so that is the exterior angle, how many sides? Well, they told us the shortcut is just to take the sum and divide by that 9, okay, because that is the degrees, and it's going to tell us the number of sides. So 360 divided by 9 is 40. So there are 40 sides to that polygon. The interior angle of a regular polygon is 108. So this is an interior angle of a regular polygon is 108. How many sides does that polygon have? Well, the first thing that we need to do is figure out what the exterior angle is, because right now there's no way for us to work backwards with an interior angle. So I'm going to do 180 minus 108. That's going to give me 72 degrees. That's the exterior angle. Okay, so what I can do now is take the 360, because that's going to be the sum of the exterior angles, and divide it by 72. Okay, 360 divided by 72 is 5. There are 5 sides to that, and you can also check that with your reference sheet. If there are 5 sides, then it's 720. If there are 5 sides, it's 540. 540 divided by 5 should be 108. Should be. Okay? All right, cool. Now, let's look at number 12. These are just finding the sum. Okay, so this has got 4 sides. Side 1, side 2, side 3, side 4. So it's a 4-sided polygon, which makes it a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral has a sum of 360. Okay, so it's got a sum of 360. So I just need to add 79 plus 55 plus 105. Once I find that sum, then I can just take it away from 360. 360 minus 244 is 116. That is x. Okay, this has 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5, 6, 7 sides. The sum of a 7-sided polygon is 900. So I need to add up all of the angles that I know. This box right here means that's 90. Okay, so add all of those up, and that gives me 806. That's the sum of that, 806, and then I just subtract out that from 900, and that is going to give me 94 degrees. So x equals 94 degrees. Okay, with number 14, it's a bit different because it is dealing with some algebra, but your way of doing it is still the same. We need to know what is the sum going to be for this polygon specifically. So I need to figure out how many sides it has. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. A 6-sided polygon has 720 degrees total. So that means all of this together has to equal 720. So 110 plus 8x minus 1 plus 5x plus 36 plus 116 plus 7x plus 19 plus 6x minus 2, and we started with 110. All of that equals 720. So, welcome to Algebra 1. You're just adding your like terms. 8x, 5x, 7x, 6x. So all of your x's together are 26x. Then you add all of the non-x's together. When you add all of those together, that is going to give you a sum of 278, and it still is going to equal 720. So combine your like terms. Subtract the 278. 26x equals 442. Divide by 26 so you can get x by itself. So x equals 17. Okay. On 15, they actually want you to find the angle B. Find the measure of angle B, but before we can do that, we need to figure out what x is. This is a four-sided polygon. A four-sided polygon is a quadrilateral. It has a sum of 360. So, 8x plus 7 plus 5x plus 18 plus 10x plus 13 plus 14x minus 11 equals 360 degrees. Combine your like terms. 37x plus 27 equals 360. Subtract out 27. 37x equals 333. Divide by 37 on both sides. X equals 9. But that's not where we stop for this one. They didn't ask for x, they asked for the measure of angle B. So the measure of angle B is 8x plus 7. So you're going to take what you just found x to be, which is 9, and you're going to plug that in. 8 times 9 is 72. 72 plus 7 is 79 degrees. So B, the measure of angle B, is 79 degrees. Now, number 16. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sides. This is a decagon, 10 sides, so it's got 1,440 degrees total. That's how many total degrees are in it. And it has our hash marks here that are telling us that all sides are the same. So this is a regular polygon. So what I can do is I can say 10 of those sides is going to equal 1440 instead of having to write it out 10 times, which would be ridiculous. So we divide by 10. 10x plus 4 equals 144. Subtract 4, so 10x equals 140. Divide by 10, x equals 14. And that's what they wanted. They wanted to know what x equals. So there you have it. All right, last one. Right here, these are all our external angles. The sum of your external angles is 360. No matter how many there are, they're going to equal 360. So 5x plus 4 plus 4x plus 9 plus 9x minus 6 plus 4x plus 1 plus 7x plus 4 equals 360 degrees. Just like with the other ones, you combine your like terms. We've got 29x plus 12 equals 360. Subtract 12. 29x equals 348. Divide by 29. X equals 12 degrees. Okay? Cool. We got that. And you're ready for your homework. So, this lesson is just at 30 minutes recorded. So now you have the rest of the class to work on your homework, and I want you to do all of these. Okay? There are 18 problems on this homework page. These first ones should be very quickly, and then you are going to be doing what I just taught you to do to answer the other questions. We will go over this first thing tomorrow with our video, and then keep rocking and rolling. If you have some questions, send me emails, let me know what's going on, and I will see you as soon as I can. Goodbye. Love you.